Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Yin Yang Goes German by Sanabas. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. That means in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. I'm going to go over the German whispers first. So we have these green lines in the grid. These are German whisper lines. Adjacent digits on the line have to have a difference of at least 3. So these two, these two, these two all have a difference of at least 3. So if this was, say, a 2, we need to be at least 3 away from 2. That would mean 5 or 6. We couldn't do a 1, 2, 3, or 4 because if you subtract them, bigger minus smaller. So here would be 2 minus 1, here would be 4 minus 2. That's not at least 3, right? So 5 and 6 are the only options next to it, 2. In addition to that, we are a Yin Yang hybrid. Now, Yin Yang is a pencil puzzle all on its own. These are the rules. So we're going to be shading some cells. I use gray for shaded cells and then green for unshaded cells. That's very typical when online solving a pencil puzzle that has shading. We need to shade cells such that all shaded cells are orthogonally connected and all unshaded cells are orthogonally connected. Orthogonally means shares an edge. So this is connected, this is not connected. So if for whatever reason these were our only shaded cells, that would break our connectivity rule. We'd have to add this one or something like that. And the unshadeds are also all orthogonally connected together. In addition to that, no 2x2 is fully shaded or fully unshaded. So here, we could not shade this one because that would be a 2x2 that's fully shaded. And then there's a ton of 2x2s all over this grid that are currently unshaded. So that's not allowed either. And in addition to that, on lines and only on lines, not everywhere, all low digits are shaded. So 1, 2, and 3 are shaded, and all high digits, 4, 5, and 6 are unshaded. All right, that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. Okay, so there's a property of German whispers that's obviously getting used here to seed our yin yang, which is that we always alternate low, high, low, high, low, high. So if this was a 1, 2, 3, let's do it over here so we don't have that in the way. If this was a 1, 2, 3, the one next to it could not also be from 1, 2, 3. It can't also be low because the maximum difference here is 2. 3 minus 1 is 2. So we have to go up into the 4, 5, 6 range, which then we can't repeat the 4, 5, 6 range because, again, maximum difference is 2. So we go back down to 1, 2, 3. So that means that these are going to alternate shaded, unshaded, shaded, unshaded. We don't know which is which. So I'm going to use purple and orange until we know what's shaded and what's unshaded. But we're going to seed this line with that. Now, we know that all the shadeds and unshadeds are orthogonally connected. So this orange here has to get connected to all the other oranges. So that one has to be orange. But we also, okay, so I was going to say this must be purple, but we don't actually know it's 3 and 3 in each box. It's just the lines that have that rule, right? So do we know anything else about the shading here? I'm not sure. Can we continue on to any of these lines would be the next question. So I don't know. We know that we're I was going to say we're roped, but that's just for numbers, not for the shading. Well, this orange over here is going to have to get out as well. So that makes this one orange because it's blocked off by this purple. And if this is orange, then this is purple and this is orange. And then we continue here. Yeah, well, kind of. I have to remember that it's only on the line. I keep thinking like, oh, I could start penciling some stuff, but like these would have to be high, for example, but this one actually doesn't have to be the same high-low as these. If this was purple, it would be the last low or high, whatever purple is for the row. Something to think about. Maybe there's more connectivity here. So this purple actually can't get out this way anymore. So this has to be purple and this has to be purple. This orange has to get out. And so now it makes this Purple, orange, purple. Okay, so the lines are all colored. There is a secret yin yang rule that we could use here to great effect. Let me talk about it. So we're talking about the border cells. And I did see this earlier, but I was going to see if I could get away with not using it. But I feel like it's extremely helpful to know. So on the border, we can only flip between colors twice, right? We're going to have a block of one color, and then we're going to have a block of another color. I can't make this one orange. Now, why not? If I tried to make this one orange, we'd have another block of oranges here. And what's going to happen is whatever orange is on over here is going to have to connect in some way to the oranges over here. And when it does that, it's going to go completely around this purple blob that's surrounded by these oranges, which means the purple blob won't be able to escape and connect to the next purple that's not part of it on the edge. Right, so going from one edge to another with one color is going to block the other color. The other color would have to go through it. And so because of that, we only get to switch once. Like this block doesn't have to connect to any others on the edges. In fact, it can't, because we're going to have to make all of these purple. So what that's going to do is that's going to tell us that on the German Whisper lines, the purples are low. And so that means purple ends up being our shaded cells. And then orange is our unshaded cells. All right, now that makes this a lot easier to finish. This 2x2, you always get this with these corners. The 2x2s have to have an unshaded there. This has to be shaded because of the 2x2. So this green has to connect all the way down here. Yeah. So all of the shading is done. Now what I can do is on the shaded cells, on the lines, only on the lines, I can mark those as 1, 2, 3, and we'll clean up more in a second. And then all the unshadeds on the lines, we can mark as 4, 5, 6. Now we know that one's not a 2. So there's a lot of cleanup we can do. So for example, 3s and 4s are the big ones to clean up. So 4 has only one buddy, only the 1. 2 and 3 are too close to 4. And so if this was a 4, this would be a 1, but also this would be a 1, and that would be 2 1s in the row, 2 1s in the box. So that's no good. So that can't be 4. Similar reasons this can't be 3, because 3 can only go with 6, and it would be double 6. So that's not 3. This could be a 4. We could go 1 here. That's perfectly fine. This can't be 3, because that would be 6 and 6. This can't be 4, because that would be 1 and 1. This actually can't be 3 because these share a column. So we had a 1, 2 pair there. This can be a 3. That would be 6 there. Oh, here, this is a 4, 5, 6. I should mark that. Okay, so this is a 1, 2 pair, right? So this is our 3. This is 6. So that can't be 3. That can't be 3. That can't be 6. That can't be 6. Oh, so this sees a 1. Oh, no, sorry. This one. Oh, never mind. I was seeing this 1, 2 pair, but it's not helpful. This can't be a 3 because it would have to be next to a 6, and this can't be 6 anymore. So that's a 1, 2 pair. I feel like the shading's throwing off my scanning because it's not actually relevant. This is 4, 5. So that's a 4, 5, 6 triple. So this did happen to be high. This is a 1, 3 pair then. This is 1, 2, or 3. So these are 1, 2, 3. That's not 3. And these are 4, 5, 6. What am I missing here? 5 would be double 2. That seems okay. 4 would be double 1. Seems okay. 2 would be a 5, 6 pair here, forcing this to be 4. This is always 5. That's interesting. So if this was a 2, this is a 5 just directly, because 4 is too close to 2. The only other option is for this to be 2, because this is a 1, 2 pair. So either this is 2 or this is. If this is a 2, then we can't put a 4 next to it. So these aren't 4, making this a 4, which forces that to be 5 anyway. So this is always a 5. That makes that always a 4. That's 6, that's 5. All right. So that doesn't actually help these 1-2 pairs. We know this is a 3 for the box. That's not a 3. Doesn't help. Choose one of these two. I don't know if I will mark that. 1, 2, 4, 5. So this 1-2 pair prevents this from being 1 or 2. So this is only 4, 5. That makes a 4, 5, 6. So this is the 3. Right, 3 for the column had to go there. 3 is one of these two. Oh, we have a 1-2 pair here. This has to be 3. That's 1, that's 3, that's 2. 2 can't be next to 4. So this is the 6, and this is a 5 or 6. This is 4. I swear it's just the coloring throwing off my scanning. Anyway, this is a 1-6 pair. This is a 4-5 pair. 1, 2, 6 looks in. No. What's our next step? Is it this whisper? Oh yeah, this 4 goes 1. That's 2 and 3. That makes that 1. This is 2, 1 and 2. We get the 6 and 1. We get our 5, 4, 5. That's a 4. That's a 6. That's not a 6. All right. This is a 1-5 pair. The 1 looks down. So that's 5. That's 1. That's 4. That's 5. This digit's a 2. And then up here, we do need a 4 and a 6. And we're done. All right. Interesting puzzle, Sanabas. I mean, the solution checker doesn't actually check that we did the yin yang correctly. So I'm hoping we did. But we just needed to solve the fact that we just had to solve it enough to get all the lines colored. But I mean, why not just do the whole yin yang, right? Anyway, how'd you do?